everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys how I do this little soft glam look. I've been obsessed with this look recently. It's been the look that I've been wearing literally everywhere. If you guys have been keeping up with me on social media, you guys know that I've been doing this look literally all the time, and I wanted to show you guys how I do it. So today I'm going to show you guys all the products that I use and all the techniques that I use to achieve this little soft glam look. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so to start, we're obviously gonna prep our face. I feel like prepping your face is like your eyebrows. To each their own, however you want to prep your face. You know your skin, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, how to prep your face. Personally, me, I have dry skin, so I always start with a moisturizer, which I already have on my face, and now I'm going to go in with a primer. My two primers of choice, the Refy Glow and Sculpt primer, as well as the e.l.f. Hydro Grip primer. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I forget primer and I don't use primer, but we're gonna use it today. We're gonna go ahead and just put that all over our face. This is a little mini one. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to eyebrows. I usually don't like doing much with my eyebrows besides gelling them down, so that's what we're gonna do today. The Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter is one of my favorite eyebrow gels. This and the Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel, they are literally my favorite ever. I like to brush this very thoroughly through my eyebrows just to make sure that my eyebrows stick, because my eyebrow hairs are pretty long. So I like to just gel these down. I kind of do it messily. I really don't like my eyebrows to look too perfect. I do prefer the fluffy, messy, effortless brow look. Next, we're going to go ahead and go in with the, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I like to use it on its own. I also really like to use this underneath foundation. I feel like it honestly does make a difference. I notice a difference when I don't use it under my foundation. It just makes your foundation go on so much smoother and so much more like radiant and healthier looking. Given the foundation that I use looks very nice on its own, this just gives it like a little boost. You can also use the e.l.f. Halo Glow. That's also a very great option. This is in the shade 1. Best buffing brushes you'll ever try, the Say ones, and they're not that expensive. They are higher end, but I want to say they're under $30, and that's pretty good for brushes, because brushes can go anywhere from like $50–$60. So this brush, for the quality, is amazing and it'll last you a long time. This one, I'm actually not even sure which one this one is, but this is the this is one of the buffing brushes, and I like to use this smaller one for like my more natural skin tints, and then I use this one for my foundation. It is quite rare that I do this, but today we're going to be carving out my eyebrows. I don't carve out the top, I only carve out the bottom sometimes. And I'm going to be using the Forever Skin Glow Dior Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers of all time. I love using this for everything. I use it for more natural days. Carve out the bottom of my eyebrows. I don't really like to fill in my eyelid. I kind of just blend that out. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that with this. This is the Morphe M132 concealer brush. I love these Morphe brushes. They're like became one of my favorite brushes to use. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to foundation. My all-time favorite foundation is the Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation. I kind of like to apply it with my brush and kind of get like an even layer. I do know some people have actually came to me with the concern that they put more foundation on one side of their face than the other. So this will help. Oh my gosh, this will help to make sure you have an even foundation layer throughout your whole entire face, and you don't have that issue. If that's an issue that you personally have. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Say buffing brush, and we're gonna go ahead and buff this out. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Say Sun Melt Light Bronze. I love this, and guys, it literally lasts forever. Say is probably one of my favorite makeup brands ever. I'm gonna say that wholeheartedly. This product is one of my favorite products. It's like natural but also buildable, so you can use it for every single day, and it lasts literally forever. Like, look at how big this thing is, and I've had it for so long, and I use it literally daily, and it looks like I haven't even touched it. So this, 10 out of 10. I use the Patrick Ta for contour brush. I use this side of it, and I kind of just dig in there. Not gonna lie, it's been a few times that I've like dug my nail in there on accident. But we're gonna go ahead and just bronze up our face, and this color is so perfect. It gives you the most natural, like, sun-kissed bronzed look, and I just love it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down here. When I'm blending out my bronzer, I like to use tapping motions. This just makes sure everything is blended nicely. You never want to drag cream products across your face. It's gonna make it look patchy. Then Morphe sent over this shape lifter. This is a micro contour stick, and this one is in the shade Tapered, and I like to use this to just contour my nose. I like to go like this, kind of give myself a little button nose appearance, and then we go ahead and just do 2 lines. This is very creamy, and it's gonna blend out very well, and you guys will see right now. I like to start by dragging the bottom of my brow or my contour stick down like that. This will kind of give the illusion of a more lifted nose, and then we're gonna go ahead and blend out the little button nose vibe. And then we're gonna bring those 2 lines and blend that all the way up into our eye. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a blush. For this blush look, for this very baby pink soft blush look, I like using the Say Dew Blush in Baby, and I recently just got the Westman Atelier blush in Coquette, and I love this one so much. I'm gonna use this one today. I've only used it with no makeup. I've never used it with makeup, so I'm gonna grab it on a brush. I'm gonna grab it on this Makeup by Mario F1 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the brush. That is so pretty. This is such a pretty baby doll pink blush. I'm gonna go ahead and put some on the tip of my nose, just a little bit. Now we're gonna go ahead and go on to concealer. I'm gonna be using the Hourglass concealer, and this one is in the shade Birch. This is a little bit of a brightening shade, so I'm gonna go ahead and only put this underneath my eyes, and then sometimes I like to like conceal a little bit around my mouth just to brighten up that area. I prefer blending out foundation with a brush, but I prefer blending out concealer with a sponge because I feel like you can get a little bit more precise. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bring that to the side of my nose also to kind of clean up that nose contour, and I'm gonna bring that the concealer up into my hairline, and this is gonna give you like that snatched look. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to powder. I like to use the Huda Beauty powder in Sugar Cookie for my under eyes. Tap that underneath my eye, along my nose, and then back up into my hairline, just exactly where we put the concealer. And bam, now the concealer's set. I only like to use that powder for my under eyes because this powder is like very white, it's very brightening. I would typically use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch Cupcake in the shade Cupcake powder. That's a pressed powder, but I kind of want to try this new powder. It's the Lawless Perfecting powder, and this one's in Fair, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this one today. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on this this Makeup by Mario F2 brush. It's just a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and I like to kind of tap this all over my face. I feel like the powder is pretty smoothing. It's not super matte. It kind of gives you like, it kind of still lets you like healthy glow peek through. So that's honestly very great, very nice. I love that. But yeah, this powder looks really good. 10 out of 10. We're gonna go ahead and move on to powder products now to set the cream products that we use underneath. I'm going to use the other side of the For Contour Patrick Ta brush, the little fluffier side, and I'm going to use the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light Bronzer. And I love this bronzer. It's super pretty, and it's like perfect for like the summertime because it just gives your skin kind of like a radiance, but I do prefer more of a matte look. But I like my skin to also look healthy. I'm gonna go ahead and get the leftover powder that's on my powder puff, and we're gonna set my eyelids. And then I'm gonna get that bronzer, and then this is the Patrick Ta for Contour 3 brush. This is the brush I use to do my nose contour. I'm gonna use the fluffy side, and I'm gonna go ahead and just add some bronzer. And now for the blush combo. I literally live for this blush combo. I don't know how I ever would without it. It is the Kylie blush in Pink Power, which I've always kind of loved this blush. As you can see, I'm gonna need a new one soon. And then I also like to use the Winter Kiss Kylie blush. So these two, this one's more of a like baby soft pink. This one has a little bit more of a blue undertone. On a fluffier, kind of more flexible brush, you guys can see this one, it's not super dense. This is the Morphe M202 blush brush. First, I'm gonna go ahead and go into this light pink blush. Another really good blush that's this shade is the Dandelion Benefit blush. I'm gonna go ahead and put it right above the bronzer underneath my eye, and where I like to stop is where your pupil is. So where your pupil kind of starts right here, that's up until where you're gonna put the blush. I like to kind of press it into my outer area of my cheek, and then kind of bring it underneath my eye a little bit. Then I'm put some on my nose, and then with that same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Winter Kiss. And we're gonna go ahead and just blend the bronzer in with that blush. We're gonna kind of put it right in the center. And this will kind of just add some depth. We're gonna go ahead and add some powder. I'm gonna use some brightening powder. This is the Candy Cloud Set powder. This is the pink one from Kosas. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of that. I also really like the Airy Cloud Set one. I don't know which one I want to use actually. I think I'm gonna use the Cloud Set. I'm gonna use the one in Airy. This one's more of a white shade. Mine is looking really bad right now. I'm trying to finish this one up because I bought a new one, but we're not gonna waste this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that on my powder puff. Same thing, dab it down on your hand, and then I'm gonna put this underneath my eye. So now we're gonna go ahead and just dust off the excess powder that's underneath our eyes. Then I'm gonna dust off the little bacon that we did on the sides of our face. Now we're gonna go ahead and do highlight. I'm gonna use a Dior Universal highlight, and I like to use the pink one and the gold one for my pinkier looks. And I just put that on the high points of my face and then on my eyebrow bone. I'm gonna get this NYX mechanical liner. This is in Smoking Topaz. It's just a brown, and my lashes are brown and my hair is brown, so I kind of like to just tie this in, and I like to just go on my my outer corner waterline and kind of just deepen out my waterline a little bit. I'm gonna go in with Makeup Talk by Morphe. Then in the middle, I'm going to add the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW. And this is very much like a concealer shade lipstick. And that is that lip combo. I'm not sure if I want to add some lip gloss, like a clear gloss. I'm not sure. But this is the final little soft glam look. I love this look. I kind of changed. I kind of hyper fixate on looks, and right now this is the one that I've been loving and I've been hyper fixating on. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of brown liner, but today I think we're just gonna leave it like this. I love this look. I love the blush. I love everything about it, and it's perfect for literally anything, literally all year round. This makeup eats. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys end up following this tutorial, make sure to either DM me a picture or tag me in it. I would love to see this look on you guys. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.